Good morning. Welcome to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Newark. My name is Amir Washington, and I'm the CEO here. But I also grew up in this neighborhood right on Stratford Place. I went to school next door at Louise A. Spencer, and I've been a member of Boys and Girls Clubs of Newark since I was 6 years old. So I'm so happy for us to be able to host Mayor Rajai Baraka's Newark Reads Literacy Coalition. Let's give it a round of applause. Boys and Girls Club has always been, deep into academics, deep into making sure that kids have a safe place to read. Today we're in our games room, but also in our Shuri Henry Literacy Library, where one of our community activists, former club member, who unfortunately lost her life, some summers ago, was an avid reader and knew the importance of reading. Reading is the building block of education, so we're happy to serve on the coalition with Dr. Sharni Brown, and we're happy to make sure that our kids have the tutoring support and the partners who come and sit and read with them, because reading unlocks doors to opportunity. So I'm so happy that you all are here. We look forward to spending the day with you with this town hall, learning what's important to families in our community so that we and all of the partners on the coalition can continue to do the great work that we do with your young people. So thank you for being here. Hope you have a great day.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, we are super excited from the Mayor's Office and Office of Comprehensive Community Education and our coalition to have you today. The crowd shows that the literacy is important, that we're striving for excellence, that the community, that the families, the children, our reading partners are all here today. Today is our last ward in the South Hall, in the South Ward. But it does not mean that the work stops, so we're super excited. This work is important and it never ends. So I just want to take the time to introduce the Literacy Coalition really quickly. If you are part of the Literacy Coalition, can you please come up? Woohoo! And so we can just really quickly introduce ourselves. So you get to see some of the faces behind the scenes that does the work, that's doing the work. So again, I'm Aaliyah Kearney from the Office of Comprehensive Community Education.
Catherine Plymell, Boys and Girls Club of Newark. Anna Coates, Newark Public Library. Erica Harrison, Reading Partners Newark.
Dory Jones, representing Programs for Parents.
Good morning, Dr. Naima Ritz with Reading Partners.
Good morning, China Perez with Teach for America, New Jersey.
Oh, I want that kind of applause. Dr. Sharni Brown, representing the Mayor's Office.
Good morning, Katina Leak, representing the Urban League of Essex County.
Thank you, everyone. Can we give them another round of applause? I had the great job to introduce our Honorable Mayor, Mayor Ras Baraka.
Thank you. So I just want to thank Dr. Brown, the whole team, Comprehensive Community Education here, making sure we put literacy at the forefront of everything that we're doing. It is incredibly important, from us being in the parks in West Ward and Ivy Hill, passing out books, to here at the Boys and Girls Club. I want to thank the Boys and Girls Club, obviously, for partnering with us. And this literacy initiative and all the other partners who partnered with us as well in this literacy initiative is incredibly important for us. We know the foundation of everything is reading, is literacy. The foundation for us to be able to participate in democracy is our ability to engage print-rich environments, our ability to engage literacy. And so this is incredibly important for us. We know that in the city of Newark, our young folks, especially infants, we need to make sure that they have an environment that's literacy rich while they're in their womb, mother's womb, all the way up into
the third grade. We want to make sure that literacy is all over them, all around them, all about them. So by the time they get to the 4th and 5th grade, they begin to use reading to access information, to access opportunity, to access who they are, begin to understand the world, themselves in it, be able to see themselves as successful, as great, and not as a burden to society. And it's important that we begin with reading, right? I know we got some folks from University High School here with us. I had the pleasure of graduating from University High School myself.
Yes.
So I had, and the great thing about that is I had some incredible English teachers or literacy teachers. I hate to say English teachers, but literacy teachers. I had some great teachers who taught me how to read, who engaged me in good literature, right? You know, from you know, all kinds of you know, all over the world, all kinds of literature from all over the world, and particularly American literature, you know, black and brown literature that they gave me. They gave me the kind of you know, encouragement and the kind of confidence that I needed to move myself on to college. Because when I was successful at University High School, I felt like when I got to college that I would be successful as well, because I knew how to read and I had access to a lot of information because of that. So I appreciate all of you coming out here, especially the younger people that are here today. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming out and being a part of this. Thank your mamas and daddies for bringing you out. The last thing, I saw that coalition up here. We gotta fix that because it's all women up here. All right, go out the street, bop some of these guys over the head and get them to participate in making sure that we're reading to our children as well. And making sure that we're creating print-rich environments for our kids. So God bless you. I know you're going to have a great time today. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy reading.
Thank you, Mayor Baraka. So at this time, we're going to just continue on with the program. I'm going to ask Dr. Sharnae Brown to come up as we move on.
Dr. Brown.
All right, I just want to thank all of our partners here. I always say that I have the kind of boring part of the agenda, but I'm going to get through it really quickly because it's important to understand why we're here and how we actually got here. Today we're representing the North Reads Literacy Coalition, and we're just going to give you a little background. This actually was an initiative that came out of this office that's led by Mayor Ras J. Baraka, which actually started around 6 or 7 years ago, where there were some partners like North Board of Education, North Public Library, Panasonic, and others that got together to promote literacy. And that actually came out of that with some adult literacy initiatives. And one of the most fun initiatives is actually the Mayor's Book Club, which there's a read every year. And a group of young people are engaged, and they read and they sit with the mayor and pontificate and have deep, rich discussions about the literature, which we know is a very important strategy in actually reading. And so after post-COVID, where after we just came from that pandemic and it was a lot of trauma, and we were actually schooling in our homes, we saw a dramatic dip in our literacy scores. And because of that, the mayor charged community partners to come together and actually form, which was the Brain Trust, Mayor Ras Baraka's Brain Trust, to address the urgent literacy need. And from that great alliance actually came the Mayor Ras J. Baraka citywide prenatal to third grade 10-point literacy plan. And it's a very powerful plan. Every person in the room should make sure they lead with that 10-point literacy plan. It is also in the resource binder. It is 10 guaranteed research-based strategies that actually we can engage in to improve literacy. It's low-hanging fruit, and sometimes we look at research-based strategies and say, hey, it's not going to work. Trust me, if you engage in that, you're going to see literacy improvement. After that 10-point literacy plan, the members of the Mayor's Brain Trust decided to join the North Reads Literacy Coalition. Let's give it up for them. And now we're here here as a new iteration of the hashtag Newark Reads Literacy Coalition, and our goal is a group of advocates. Our goal is to make sure that we are doing all we can to ensure the joy of reading in our young people. And trust me, we've done a lot of these events, and you know what I'm noticing? Kids want to read. This myth that, come on, let's give it up for my babies. And the 10-point literacy plan actually says that, and one point, and there's 10 of them I want to highlight, that the literacy journey does not start after birth. The literacy journey actually starts 18 weeks when that baby is in the womb. We know that sound is forming and their lexicon is developing. All they need is repetition, about 28 encounters. That lexicon is developing even when they're 18 years old in the womb. Come on, that's powerful, that's deep, that should make your spine tingle. And so we're asking people that if you know people around us who are with child, the families, please arm them with books. Our goal is a 500 book library because we know that that increases the probability that they'll go 3.2 more years of education than an average student. So we want to start that literacy journey that early, and we are here, and the mayor is definitely committed to arming families with rich literature. What the mayor didn't talk about is that his rich literacy history actually came from his parents. Let's give it up for the Barakas. They had their, beyond their 500 book library, and that contributes to the brilliance of our mayor. So we just want to thank the foundation and that legacy, that model that the Baraka family set for us, and we're making sure that our children are growing up in those rich literacy environments. And so the Newark Reads Literacy Coalition has expanded, and we are here, and these are more partners that came and added to the fold, and we are gaining partners every single day. We just invited 2 or 3 more people in our partnership, so we're very proud of that. And so again, we want to thank all of the people who are here. We want to thank the developers that were here. We have Industrial Bank, and we have others that we're going to highlight a little later. But we just want to tell you thank you for believing in literacy, and we want to thank all our partners for all that they do. Lastly, in our binders is the mission statement. I will not read it, because you guys can read it yourselves. It's in this binder. What line I do want to highlight is why we're having the Literacy Town Hall. We cannot address a crisis and not have community input. And so our goal is to go around to every ward and get that community input. And this is just the beginning. It's not the end. Even though it's the last ward, we are getting people to save the date for the Literacy Symposium that's coming December 10th. We want all our partners and all our families to come out. And we just want you to check this out. And later on, you'll have an opportunity to join the coalition if you so choose. I think my portion is over. You'll see the runner show that's actually in the program, and we're going to start with one of our most favorite parent forum, because we want to highlight all of the great things that the parents are doing. So we're going to ask Tahina Perez to come forward from Teach for America. Let's give it up for Teach for America. They gave a lot of gifts. And we're going to invite our parents to come up and engage in the forum. You guys will be invited to this section. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brown. Thank you so much, Mayor Baraka, for your rallying cry. And I just want to situate, again, just this idea of why their vision around early literacy is so important. 3rd grade, according to researchers, is an early indicator for lifetime success. So children who leave 3rd grade as proficient readers are 4 times more likely to graduate high school, 6 times more likely to graduate college, and have a potential to earn up to more than $250,000 more over their lifetime in income. So this is really not just a theoretical conversation, but one where we really need to think about what happens from womb to 3rd grade. And, you know, another thing I would like to say is sometimes we try to talk about this like it's an urban problem, and it's not. New Jersey gets to be #1 in education, but only 40% of 3rd graders across the state are leaving third grade proficient. This is not an urban issue, but I know that Newark actually is going to set the pace for how we address this, and that is going to be the blueprint that other communities are going to use, that suburban communities are going to use, that the affluent communities are going to use, because we're figuring it out as a community. And so, as Dr. Brown said, this is a community forum. We didn't come to just talk at you all morning. And so I'm going to ask the coalition to help me, but we would love to pull parents and community members from the audience. Hey, I'm seeing people I know back in Peshine where we used to teach, to come and actually engage in a conversation. And so I'm looking for 4 parents and community members to come up. Thank you so much. Please, Ma, thank you so much. So I already got 1 volunteer. Again, it's a community conversation. We have the answers together. Come on, thank you so much, Mom. I need 2 more. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I've got another parent. Wonderful. We're just gonna move on. Thank you. Yes, please give them some love because they're engaging the community conversation together. And I heard Mayor Baraka, he talked about the men. So I'll get another chair, but I'm looking for a mayor. You can, give them the eyes around the room to come and join. We've got somebody wonderful. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I am just going to, we're going to pretend that, everyone is here. This is we're having one big family conversation. I'm just going to ask you some questions about your own experience with literacy as well as what it is that you're looking for. So I'm going to ask the first question, and when you get the mic, if you'll just say your name and then what brings you here, as a parent or a community member, and then we'll go from there. So my first question is, what literacy activities and or events would you like to see in your communities or school? So what literacy activities or events would you like to see in your communities and schools? If you'll just also say your name before you answer.
Brooke Mercia.
Can you say your name?
Brooke Mercia.
Thank you. And then the question is, what literacy activities and or events would you like to see in your community and or schools?
I don't really have an answer for that. I had something else.
Please share. You can hold the microphone a little bit.
But it's a different question that's on here.
Okay, we're gonna get to all the questions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess activities. Because children learn in different ways. The way that they learn how to actually read, it needs to be tried in 3 different ways. Some of them learn by actually touching like the different letters, because I work at a preschool. So they touch certain things and they sound it out, but it's like they touching it, they saying it, and they have to remember it. But more so going into remembering it, it's causing them not to be able to sound the words out. They just going off of what they see. So practicing how to actually sound the letter out, the words out, is better than to actually just keep saying it and knowing it, because when they have to break them up and they go into different words, it's harder for them to sound it out because they only know the sight word. They don't actually know how to break it up and sound it out.
My name is Bendy James, and this is my son, Jalen James. I will encourage the young one to be in competition of reading. How many books can you read? And let them be rewarded, because when the others see them be rewarded, they encourage them to read more.
My name is Abrina. I would agree with what you just said. That was a good option. But I do want to say that I notice in the school systems, I work in the school systems, I see a lot of great initiatives that are going on right now already. There are a lot of times, a lot of different schools and organizations have dedicated reading times, independent times. A lot of organizations are giving out free books. There are a lot of incentives right now that I think we can take advantage of that are already kind of existing. So I don't have any additional kind of strategies to add.
Good morning, my name is Mike Robbins, community member. My sock game is not quite where the mayor's is, but we're getting there. One of the things I'd like to see in the community is maybe gamifying the reading experience, right? One of the things I did growing up is I would play a game with myself. I'm an only child, so I did a lot of that. Where I'd go into the library and I would just like pick a subject of randomness and learn about it that day. I think in this environment with smartphones and other things, it might be kind of cool to express some of this energy, put the kids in a gamified situation, maybe hide, little words or areas throughout this area, and have them have to gamify and maybe get a prize of some sort or just make it a competition. Just my thought.
Thank you. So a few things I heard, it just sounds like taking literacy out of the box is I think the theme that we're hearing around bringing it 3 different ways. Kids learn different, making it a competition, picking a task and seeing if you can become an expert. Even looking at what the schools are doing, they're finding different ways for kids to engage in literacy. So we're definitely hearing that is that we have to take literacy off of just the traditional paper and pen. So the next question is on the flip side, what barriers and challenges are you seeing either personally when you're trying to engage your child in reading or something that you're seeing in the community? Like what are some of the challenges and barriers that we're seeing in terms of getting our kids to be strong and proficient readers?
I would say it's more of an opportunity than anything that as I look around the room, even within myself, what are we looking at? We're on our phones. There's a lot of language on the phones. There's a lot of reading, but what are we reading and why are we reading it and to what end? So I think we need to sort of kind of really direct our focus in terms of how we engage with the materials that we have in front of us and be more intentional and more have a heavier sense of oversight in how that translates into the community.
I'll add to that. I agree. I think in our current kind of market, we are really addicted almost to our phone, to technology, and I think maybe some of us are aware, but I think there's a lot of brain rot on some of these like YouTube channels and things like that. A lot of students are watching these shows, and they might start out as being really seemingly educational, but they're not, and so they tend to distract the children, and they kind of deteriorate their brains a little bit. And I think to add to that, I think parents, we need to be really intentional about what we're allowing our children to watch, what shows we're letting them see, putting blocks on the amount of time that they're watching and they're playing with their tablets. But I also think outside of that, just to add, I think there are a lot of mindset shifts that we have in our community towards supporting our children with literacy. I think there's sometimes lack of confidence in supporting our children literacy, and so I think sometimes it can intimidate parents to even get started. So I think that's a big unconscious barrier we have to overcome.
The way we can address this as parents, you have to know your kids. What the kids like. Some boys like cars. Get a book that deal with cars. They will get interested. Find out what they like, what their interests are, and go to the library and get the book and you translate that and read it.
I noticed with children that the reading stems from, it goes into other things like math. So if they struggle with reading, when they go into math, when they struggle with reading, when they go into math and they have to have word problems, they can't read it to answer the math problems correctly because they don't know how to read. So it don't have to necessarily mean that they're bad at math, they just don't, they can't read it to answer it the proper way as opposed to just seeing the word problem. Then it's the reading itself, when the material is like they read it but they don't comprehend what they are reading. Like they struggle with the comprehension part, and it probably depends on what they actually read, and it's not interesting to them, so they're not understanding what they read, and they just reading it because they're told to read as opposed to reading it to gain the understanding or the knowledge behind it. So probably changing up the material that they read in or put it in different things so that other kids get a chance to actually comprehend what they are, because if they're not able to comprehend it, then it goes into a behavioral problem because they feel like, well, I can't get this. Now I'm going to act out because when it's my turn to do this, I'm struggling and I don't want to feel left out, so I'm just going to act up so that they don't pay me any attention.
Thank you for that. Again, the theme I'm hearing, right, is about we have to get obsessed with our kids at every turn around literacy, because yes, the literacy gap becomes a numeracy gap. And then also this smartphone right here has unlocked so much, but I imagine, I'm a mother to 4 kids, and I've had to work really hard to get ahead because they're trying to teach me, and it's very true. How are we curating, and how do we even as a community maybe set the standard of what we're gonna hold people accountable now to what they're putting out there and what they're touting as an educational game, and then really thinking about, interests. I heard a plug for the library. Want to shout out the Weekend Library back there, give me a library card. That library card, I was the kid that had the wagon, and I was going back and forth, and they were like, you back? And I'm like, I absolutely am back, right? And that can be our culture, right? We can walk around and just see kids with wagons of books walking back and forth in our communities. But thank you for just talking about the challenges, because I know for the parents in here, it's hard. I was a former teacher, and one of my kids is a struggling reader, and I've had to figure out what to do to meet him. And so there are no heirs, there's no us trying to look good, we're trying to do this together, and it really does take that village. And so the next question is, I think you all already started to talk to it, but want to make sure that if you have other ideas, you can share them. How could we spark joy for our children in reading? And so if you want to share your best practices or elaborate on some of the ones that you've already started, or maybe in your experience that you've seen in schools, we'd love to just hear those, because that might be some that parents and educators in the room here could use, so some of the best practices.
Again, I'm only going to use my own experience because it's the easiest thing to do. I was fortunate enough, I have 2 parents in the home, and they're still together 56 years later, and that is just phenomenal just for my development. One of the things that they required of me, and I think this can translate into the modern situation, is that they said, from school, you have 1 hour, turn everything off, you can read anything you want, but just read something. Nothing, it was like read a comic book, read, one of the little kiddie stories, The Outsiders, or whatever it was at that time, but it was a requirement. 1 hour, everything off, just read something, I don't care what it is, and it just sort of, it opened up a pathway. It opened up a portal for me, because I was like, wow, I didn't realize it's so cool. And then I started taking some initiative on my own.
Okay, so some examples I guess I would say the same thing, what I use at home. We have a word wall at the house, and we go through sight words. I remember this morning, my son over there, who's Mario, he asked me if we could just play sight words games. So he sees it as a game. So this is a fun activity for him. He's not even conscious of the fact that this is a learning activity. So I think we do it so much that it's just for him, it's just activity he does with mom. And we probably have too many books, I think, at home. It's almost cluttering the house. But we normalize the concept of reading. We read every night. He picks a book. And so I think just making that a natural, normal culture within the household.
Well, what I do with Jalen every morning when I'm taking him to school, he reads. I tell him, if I have to drive, you will have to read. Okay, so that's what I do.
So, something I noticed that the way, when I was growing up in school, how we were taught things and how things are being taught now. We had a song for everything, right? But it made it to a way that you could remember it and you know it. A lot of that is not done with our kids, but that's a lot of people, children are interested in music, and that could take them somewhere after school. But when you constantly playing something, they learn something. Kids gonna remember a song. We all know kids remember lyrics. So if you make a learning thing a way that they can remember it, like the kids that I work with, the spelling names is like the bingo song. Like my daughter's name is Mila, so it's M-E-I-L-A, M-E-I-L-A, and Mila is her name. She's gonna learn how to remember her name. She's only 3. So if we bring back singing inside of things, I think that'll help them.
Thank you. The culture of reading, the games, the turn it all off, the word wall, the sight words. I love that. My 5-year-old has 7 letters in his name. We mixed them up, so I'm gonna try the song. Thank you. And I think the last question really, as we're thinking about how we move forward, and we heard Dr. Brown talk about the literacy symposium that's gonna happen on December 10th. But do you have any additional suggestions for future topics or activities that you'd like to see that would help improve the coalition? So we're also here to get your ideas and thoughts to help us improve as we're thinking of what we're doing for the community. So what ideas, topics, suggestions do you have for us?
Well, first of all, I want to commend you for doing something like this to really make this event, accessible to the community. I think we really just need to find ways to make it a lighter load for individuals, because to many people's point, they're working multiple jobs, they have multiple situations just to keep food on the table. So we have to really, again, look toward each other in spaces that we know are nurturing for the community, and be a community, be a resource, and allow ourselves the opportunity to benefit from each other's time and expertise. That's
I guess one thing I'm thinking about is leveraging the fact that a lot of us in our community rely on a lot of technology. So I know we're giving out a lot of books. I think that's a great initiative. I think also maybe considering providing subscription for online reading apps that students can utilize as well. That's another thing.
What we could do is do a survey. Every time we have the gathering, let us do a survey what the parent, getting suggestion from the parent. That would be helpful.
Well, I have something for parents too, but I feel like it's more so you can't leave the responsibility totally on the teacher. Parents need to be way more involved than what they actually are in their children's education. Because if they learning it at school, but you're not reiterating it at home, it's not going to stick. So you can't just push out ideas for the teacher and then you're not practicing what you're preaching. So parents need to be way more involved. I understand a lot of people struggling, but you don't want your kid to struggle, so you need to make your kid a priority.
Thank you. I love that. Again, I feel like y'all are saying the thing. It's not just teachers, not just parents. We got to work together, right? And we have, again, the obsession around the culture. And I heard us talk about maybe parents are intimidated, right? They don't know how. They don't know where to start. Maybe they were a struggling reader themselves, right? And they project. I know I'm afraid of snakes, so now all my kids are afraid of snakes, right? They don't know why, but they just know they're afraid. But if you were a struggling reader, it must be very hard when you get to that 3rd, 4th grade and you're like, I don't know how to help you. And so how do we also empower and give our parents the skills? Shout out to the Urban League, who is starting the Literacy Center, because we realize it's a wraparound situation. And I heard a survey. And so I'm actually going to turn it back over to, I think, Aaliyah or Dr. Brown, because this is the end of this portion, but we are going to have an opportunity to get ideas from the whole group. And so before I turn it over, can we just thank our community for coming up and having this conversation? Thank you so much. And so I believe, Dr. Brown, you're going to lead us to the next portion around the table, talk about the survey, so we can get more ideas. Thank you so much.
All right, we need to pause. This is the most important part. If you look in your book, there's a survey asking your opinion. Please open the book, and we're going to get ready for the next section, which we're hoping our young people enjoy. But right now, I need you to scan in where it says survey on page 5. Survey. These are great parents. Give them a round of applause. They gave their opinion, and this is the whole reason for the town hall. Yes, whole reason for the town hall. Please take a second as we transition and pause and fill this out. We are not all knowing. We need your input. So please fill out the survey. Some of our team members are going to come and help give you support.
Hi, my name is Catherine Plymell. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the Boys and Girls Club of Newark, and I'm just really excited as a partner and part of the Literacy Coalition. Today we learned a lot from our parents and the importance of community and being very involved. One of the things that I learned, I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, is that learning never stops, and just really figuring out creative ways to engage our kids in this this day and age where technology can be a barrier, and using it in the most positive way to engage our kids so they could be lifelong learners. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Robbins. I'm a public insurance adjuster. Happy to come to this event. The importance of literacy is the question. So we're dealing with contracts in everything we do right now. As an insurance person, as a public insurance adjuster, everything's contracts. As we move around, we have to sign things and understand what we're signing because it has large ramifications. So without literacy, without knowledge in that area, we can be taken advantage of.
Thank you so much for all your participation. Our next part of the program, we're going to introduce our author reader, Shakira McKnight. Shakira is also an entrepreneur in the South Ward. She's a mentor. She's a former leader of youth and college affairs at the City of Newark. This is my favorite part. She's Central High School and Rutgers University graduate. She's the founder of AOE, Angels of Evolution, Girls with Standards. And she's also the author of Cure Us. So we're so excited to have her today as she reads. We're going to have some young people come up. Our young people who want to sit as Shakira reads, please go up and grab a chair. Okay, thank you. They wasted no time. So we're just going to give Shakira and the students our undivided attention. I know you guys are engaging and at the resource tables, but we just want to be respectful of her time. Thank you so much. Yes, please give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Aaliyah, Dr. Brown. Thank you to my village. Thank you to these young, beautiful people who are here today. I want to say, Lily, I graduated from Bloomfield College, Montclair State University, but I definitely graduated. I graduated with you from Central High School, right? And I'm just grateful to be here, and thank you to our mayor for creating spaces like this for us. So I am an author. I wrote a book called Cure Us, right? You can purchase it on Amazon. And I'll have some copies in person, but I'll ask one question at the end, and whatever young person can answer the question of what is the name of one of the characters in the book, you'll get a copy of the book. Thank you to the Office of Comprehensive Education. All right? So we're going to get started. This is Cure Us, right? And Cure Us, on the back of the book, it says is about a Charm is a 4th grade student at Central Elementary School in Newark, New Jersey. With a positive and outgoing personality, her new glasses are a part of her new surprise she learns about and helps her see and focus. But let's not forget it adds style to her year. Charm and her best friend Ezzy look forward to the school year, but have a surprising first day that shocks them and their classmates. Charm discovers something about herself through her healing another student in her school. All right, so y'all ready to dig in? We're not going to read the whole book, but we're going to get into it so that you have something to look forward to if you purchase the book, all right? So, this book is dedicated to my family who has always believed in me, and most importantly, to the next generation. Always use your imagination to create change and lead by example. All right, so this is our first page, right? Everybody see it? Yeah. You see it? You see it? You see it? Okay. So, Charm and her mom sit at the kitchen table as she eats her favorite breakfast, strawberry oatmeal. That's my daughter's favorite breakfast, so I just put that in there. As she eats her favorite breakfast, strawberry oatmeal, before heading out to start the day. Baby girl, are you ready to start 4th grade today? Yes, I am. I can't wait to see my friends, says Charm. Well, first, let's make sure we go see the eye doctor to ensure you can see clearly this year. We don't want you having any issues like last year, Mom says. This is a true story, some of it. All right. When Charm and her mom arrived to the eye doctor appointment, Dr. Brown smiled and greeted them. Hi, Charm. What are you here for today? I have a blurry view when I read words. off of the board, or in my books, Dr. Brown, Charm replies. Dr. Brown examines her eyes, and then we move forward to this beautiful page, right? I got this picture printed out. It's a picture of Charm picking out her glasses, and she picks out a special pair. All right, we're gonna move forward. The next morning, Charm wakes up for breakfast before school. While getting ready, she leaves and waits for the bus. Charm grabs her backpack. Charm, don't forget your glasses, and remember, only wear them for reading, Mom says. Okay, Mom, Charm replies before heading out the front door. All right, now we're gonna skip through. Charm goes to school, right? Ring! As the bell rings, Mr. Harlem says, okay, students, bring your papers to my desk before you leave the classroom. Charm and Ezzy walk out of the class to head to the gymnasium for gym. But first they stop at their lockers. Charm closes her locker. Guess who begins to walk towards her and Ezzy? Gianni, aka Gigi, the 4th grade bully. Gigi is supposed to be in the 6th grade, but stayed back twice. And she is so much bigger than all of the other 4th grade students. Slam! That was perfect timing. Gigi kicked Charm's locker with such a force that the sound reverberated down the hall. As Gigi yelled down the hall, "Hey, little nosy eyes," and begins to walk away laughing. "Why is she so mean and angry?" says Ezzy. "I don't know. Ezzy, let's go to gym." And then at the bottom of the page, it explains to the children what the word angry means. So we have some little words for them to study themselves. All right, now we're gonna move forward. And you can dig into yourself, like I said, to find out what really is going on. As all the students leave class to get ready and head to their lockers before dismissal, a loud thunder sound occurs from outside Charm notices. Her glasses light up. Charm turns to Ezzy astonished. "Did you see what happened to Gigi in class when she touched my glasses?" "Yes, that was bizarre. And now everyone keeps looking at you like you're a magician or something. How cool." As Charm and her bestie Ezzy walk into the auditorium, Gigi sits behind the row with Sade and Coily, looking as though she was still in shock from art class. Turning around boldly and confident as ever, Charm approaches Gigi and asks, "Why do you bother people? Are you mad at yourself or jealous of us because we don't have to be mean to people like you do to be noticed?" Gigi looks bewildered as she looks into Charm's eyes. "God doesn't like ugly ways. That's why you got shocked in art class. So stop while you're ahead," Ezzy says. All right, it's getting juicy, y'all. And this is my favorite picture, right? Done by an artist from the city of Newark. Her name is Suna Nash. She's done murals throughout the city as well, so you can check her art out. But this page says, Sade and Cooley burst through the bathroom doors, leaving Gigi behind as Ezzy continues to stand next to Charm, surprised and in shock. "Wow, what was that, Charm?" "I don't know, Ezzy. My eyes just felt so strong when she tried to touch me." Gianni then wakes up in sudden confusion. "Why am I on the floor?" Nicely asking, "Are you okay?" Ezzy says. "Yes, I'm fine," Gigi replies. Gianni then walks out the girls' bathroom looking for her friends who were already at their seats in the auditorium, still in shock. "Students, how was your day? Buses will arrive in 10 minutes. Please stay in your seats," Principal Lopez replies. All right, so we're gonna move a little forward and I'm gonna let you guys dig in. So, which page are you looking at? All right. As Charm walks in the house from a confusing but exciting day, Mom greets her. "Hey, baby girl, how was school?" "Mom, I think my glasses felt funny today while taking her backpack off." "Charm, why do you still have those glasses on?" "I forgot to take them off after art class, Mom." As she begins to take her glasses off and put them in her case, "Remember Gianni, the mean girl? She was so mean again, but all of a sudden ended up turning into a nice person by the end of the day. Which was so weird, Mom. That's not it. This thing happened to my glasses when she was trying to touch them," Charm says to Mom. Girl, didn't Dr. Brown and I tell you not to wear those glasses all the time? Mom replies, yes, Mom, Charm says, heading to her room, and she suddenly hears the thunder sound again. Charm begins unpacking her backpack. As she places her glasses and books on the desk, thinking about the surprising day she had, she then notices her glasses light up again. Looking in shock, Charm then notices her glasses give her a superpower, and she can cure the bad ways in people. That's what must have suddenly came over Mean Gigi, aka Gianni, the 4th grade bully. So, that's a little bit of the book. Yes. And in the back of the book, it just asks the children's questions about what is bullying, what do you do when you see a bully, and just kind of like gets their mind going around different ideas, but also making sure they tap into their own personal gifts, right, that they have, and utilizing them as they grow in our community. So I'm gonna ask one question to any young person. Can you give me one name of a character in the book? Oh gosh, it's so hard to choose. Can I do any, mini, mighty, mo? Okay, any, mini, mighty, mo. Catch someone to any, mini, mighty, mo. All right, so we're gonna get some copies for you guys as well, okay? Like I said, it's on Amazon. It's called Cure Us, and it was written by me and illustrated by a beautiful young lady named Sunan Ash. So thank you, Dr. Brown, very much.
Thank you so much to our author, Shakira McKnight. She's also a great friend of mine. And we just want to say thank you to our readers. Thank you to the young people who sat patiently. Can we give them a round of applause? We're also going to introduce our very own bookstore owner, Masani. She has been great to the community. My daughter loves her bookstore, but she's going to say a few words for her, and she can introduce herself.
Hello everyone, hello families. It's so good to see you all in this space. I remember growing up in this space and coming and doing different things. Not it didn't look nearly as beautiful as it does now, but I'm so happy that it has had its transformation and its library is amazing. My name is Masani Barnwell. I'm one of the owners of Source of Knowledge Bookstore, your bookstore, your own very own black bookstore right downtown Newark, 867 Broad Street. Reading is so very important nowadays, so please come through. We have a basket of books that we're raffling off. We also have different authors, children authors, adult authors, all kinds of events at the store. It's your store. Come down, come through, buy a book, just look at the books, read a book to your child while you're there, but do come down. We have, I have bookmarkers and business cards all on the tables. Take one, come visit us, and thank you for being here today.
Say thank you to Masani. Can we give her another round of applause? Okay, so I also want to have the two students from University High School to come up. They're also going to introduce themselves. Give them a round of applause.
Hi, so we're two seniors from University High School. We both participate in the National English Honor Society. My name is Bridge Lady Nunez.
My name is Elpington Azalka.
And here we're talking about the importance of literacy, why it's important for society, especially in our generation and future to come. So, yeah, so let's get started. So first I'm going to talk about certain books that are banned or going to be banned. So first I want to talk about Dear Martin. We talked about this book during, I think, our sophomore year, and it talks about police brutality, racism, I think diversity as well. The reason why this book is important is because if we ban the book, then it's going to create a division between all races, and it also doesn't talk about, it won't talk about the police brutality that is happening between black students or students of color. So yeah, so that's Dear Martin. Also, I'm gonna pass it on. You can talk about another book.
I wish to talk about George Orwell's Animal Farm. It gives insight towards how a corrupt society can be really negative to everybody without us being truly aware of what's going on. And the reason why it was banned because it could incite some sort of awakening into people and realize on how corrupt a society can truly become without us, like I said, without us truly noticing. And I believe that literature is incredibly important to young generations. For I believe that young generations are sort of seen as almost a blank slate, and literature is the best gateway for them to become knowledgeable around to the society around us, to the environment around us, to how we view our friends and families, and what is truly important to us ourselves, and how do we value the people around us, how do we value things around us, and how do we navigate through situations within our society.
Okay, so at University High School, we have programs and clubs that actually insinuate good, positive time with reading. So some of those clubs or programs is we have dual enrollment students for students like us. Starting junior year, you can become associated either with Montclair State University, aka me, or you can be part of ECC, which he's in. Or you can be, if you're in law, you could be a part of the Brown University program. So, and then we also have tutoring after school, 3 to 4:30 or 4. We also have the National English Honor Society, where we talk about, it's all surrounded about literacy. We have so many programs to provide positive interactions with literacy for students from starting freshman year so till their senior year, so they can have a positive relationship with literacy, and that they're not impacted by it for now or later on in society. So yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet all of you, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to stand and present to you why we believe literature is important and why our school keeps striving to help inform the younger generations of why literature is really important. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go get to Dr. Brown.
Let's give it up for our young people. They're doing such a great job. I just want to encourage you guys, do not leave, stick around. We have a little more to do, but the raffles, oh my goodness, the things that they have for families. Can we give our partners a shout out because they're just loving on the South Ward. Yes, so stick around. We are about to go into our next portion. So please, please, please stick around. Can we just give it up for all the families in the house? I'm having a great time. I'm loving this baby corner. Come on, look at the toddlers. This is what family friendly looks like. So we can let all our corporate partners know this is what family friendly looks like. Let's give it up for our future right here. Let's give it up for our future. Okay, we are about to have some very brief breakout sessions, but it's 2 things that's about to happen. I want to let you know the breakout sections. We have books, balls, and blocks. We have reading partners. We have the North Public Library, and we have parents and teachers as partners. And so we're about to do our breakout portion. But before we do our breakout portion, I think that I'm going to adjust the schedule for 1 second because we're gonna need time to put the lunch out there, all right, for our breakout sections. While we're preparing the lunches and I'm preparing the transition, I want us to do the call of action menu. The call of action menu. So I'm going to ask Dr. Ricks to come up here and tell us. This is Dr. Ricks. She is the new lead for Reading Partners in Newark. This is our tutoring partners. If you are signing up for tutoring today, she's going to talk to you about filling out the call of action. And I'm going to ask boys and girls to put the QR code up for us as she's getting ready because the QR code for some reason is not working in the book, but that's okay. We already made up another one that's going to be posted up. So Dr. Ricks is going to tell you about the call of action. Then you're going to pick up your lunches, do a quick workshop, and then we're going to do the literacy carnival that's going to be out of this world, and the raffles. You guys are going to walk out. We have 12 devices to get out. Today we're feeling like Oprah Winfrey today. We're going to give it out, but you get a tablet, you get a tablet. So we're going to invite Dr. Ricks, and I'm going to get the QR code for you. Dr. Ricks?
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Are we having a great time so far today? Yeah, we're talking about literacy. We're talking about reading, right? We having a good time. Are you learning? Did you enjoy the author? Yeah, this is what it's all about. So families, please give yourselves a round of applause for being here today. Like the panel, phenomenal. We appreciate your candidness and coming up here and just having that candid conversation with how we can best support all of you. Because we're here for you. So we appreciate each and every one of you being here. So Reading Partners is a national organization. We've been around for 25 years. But we're new to the great city of Newark. Thanks to funding from the Green Light Fund. I like to say they gave us the green light by giving us some green funding to come into Newark, right? Let's give it up for the Green Light Fund. Yes, and so with that, we have funding that allowed us to come into Newark, and we are providing free family engagement workshops as well as a host of tutoring. I want to just really give it up to the Boys and Girls Club, who's going to be one of our sites where we're going to be doing tutoring. So let's clap it up for the Boys and Girls Club. So we're so excited to be launching our comprehensive tutoring around the city of Newark, and we really want all of you to be a part of this. So please stop by our table, take advantage of our resources. For example, here's an example of one of the resources that we're giving away today. And it says 3 tips for raising a reader. Number 1, access, having access to books, which a lot of you are doing today. You're walking home with books, you're taking books home. I love the mom who said my house is cluttered with books, but was that you? The other one who said, oh, my house is cluttered with books, but that's okay. Right? We're going to clutter them. It's okay. You can rotate out the books, you know, and donate them to someone else, pass them along, but create that access to books. Choice, allow the child to read what they want, so allow them to read engaging books that are interesting to them. So if they like Spider-Man, let's find some Spider-Man books. If they like to read about food, let's read some recipes. If they like to read about zombies, we're going to do that too. Okay, all right, young man, what you like to read? What's your favorite type of book? Say it again. Animals. And guess what he has in his hand? A book about wolves. Like, how cool is that? So definitely make sure that you allow that choice and allow the students to pick what they want. And again, make time. I love the other mom who said, okay, I'm driving, so you gotta read. You know, like, let's take advantage of that. Read to your kid. Oh, that was you. Oh, okay, I'm pulling everybody up here. That's right. I'm driving, so you gotta read. So that you're gonna read that Wolves book a couple of times today, every time you're in the car. So let's definitely take advantage of that. So again, we're so excited to partner with the Literacy Coalition. So all the families who participate in the coalition, you can go to this form here. It's called the Newark Reads Literacy Call to Action Menu. And this will allow you to sign up for free. Did I say free? Free tutoring. Okay, let's go here for free tutoring. It'll allow you to sign up to become a literacy ambassador, a parent mentor, mentor, be ward captain, or other ways that you're looking to get involved. So please fill out this call of action, get involved, stay engaged, and let's read. Thank you all so much for your time this afternoon. Am I passing it back to you? All right, it's up on the QR code is up on the screen. All right, and thank you, everyone. Pass it back to Dr. Brown.
Let's give it up for Dr. Riggs, free tutoring. All right, just want to let you know, for some reason, the QR code in the book is not working. This is the only QR code that is accurate. So please, we're going to do two things. You're going to get your lunch, you have to eat, you're going to pick a workshop, and you're going to fill out the call of action menu, and then right after that, we are going to raffle off and do the literacy carnival. Everybody say, oh yeah!
Hello everybody, my name is Dory Jones. I am the community program manager here with Programs for Parents, and we are happy to be here at the Literacy Town Hall Coalition meeting here at the South Ward. So a little bit about Programs for Parents. We're here to ensure that families have the best start. And with that, when it comes to literacy, we are starting with the early stages, how we have parent education classes, as well as a family literacy workshop, book giveaways, and a plethora of resources to support our family networks. So as we support the entire Essex County, we're especially happy to be here today in the city of Newark and stress the importance of literacy and promote that everybody is reading in their home.
Chris Williams, CEO of Complex Vision North. Peace, how you doing? Good afternoon. Today we are here at the South Ward Literacy Town Hall, led by the wonderful Dr. Brown and these amazing partners. My thing about literacy is literacy connects back to public safety. We noticed that one commonality that a lot of our black and brown young men and women who are currently incarcerated have is they are illiterate. So how do we stay ahead of the curve in terms of public safety and literacy? Well, there is some type of correlation, and I believe we have to invest in our future, and then that's our youth. So K-4 literacy is one of the most essential and important aspects of progressing as a people, as a society, and as the great city of Newark, New Jersey.
Hello, it's that time for the raffle! Let's get ready. First of all, I want to acknowledge two very special people that are in the room. Michael Robbins, a public insurance adjuster with IT Holdings. Thank you for being here. And Stephanie Fulton Lott from Industrial Bank. They provided some wonderful raffle items. I'm going to let them pull first. $200 gift cards. All right, can you read that out?
So 609-1239.
Who's that? So you say the last name again? 1239. 609-1239. Going once, going twice.
Okay.
609-1259. 1259. Woo! Come on up and get your prize. Bring the ticket. Congratulations. $100. Come back, baby. Let me see your ticket. All right. Come on. Yeah. All right, congratulations. We're going to have you pull the next ticket.
Big money, big money, big money.
All right. 609-1267.
6, 7.
609-1270. 70. Come on up and get your $100. Thank you. And I want to thank you both. Thank you both for being here. On behalf of Mayor Baraka, thank you. We appreciate it. We love you very much. Thank you. All right. Let's get in the winning spirit. All right, so I'm going to ask that I have the next raffle will be a bag of books from Source of Knowledge. 609-1276. 609-1276. The next item, what do we have? I'm going to ask that our partners bring some of their items. Library, BRIC, Program for Parents. If you have some items, let's start. Teach for America, okay. All right. The first one is a Kindle. Kindle. All right. 609-1257. 609-1257. Going once? Going twice? It's okay. Put one back. 609-1241. 609-1241. Yay! All right! Shakira! All right! That's beautiful. And we have another Kindle File. All right, Catherine, let's pull this. 609-1258. 609-1258. You have your ticket? 58.
And I see y'all see that on FaceTime.
Okay. No 58? All right.
They got a FaceTime, didn't it?
609-1273. Baby. All right. So the next one is an early literacy reading kit. $609-1234. 609-1234. Going once? All right. 609-1248.
Yeah, right here.
All right. Where is the ticket? Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, we'll hold that.
Okay.
To the side. We're gonna say
late elementary
reading bundle. Late elementary reading bundle. Ooh. All right. 609-1262. Congratulations!
Sorry, I was yelling too loud.
It's okay. 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 All right, congratulations. All right. Ooh, I like your outfit. Thank you. This is for the family, the new family that came. All right.
High school, middle school, high school reading bundle.
Ooh, middle school, high school reading bundle. (609-1266). 609-1266. All right. How do you feel? All right. Okay. And we have some
$25 gift card.
$25 gift cards for our parents.
And we hope that you use it to purchase books from Source
Yes.
Knowledge Bookstore.
Buy from Source of Knowledge. 609-1249. 609-1249. Mm-hmm. (609-1261). 1261. Yeah? You got it? Where's your ticket? Where's your ticket? Oh, get the ticket from mommy. Aww. Yay! 261. Let me see. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Great job. The Ricks. 609-1237. 1237. Oh! $25 for you. Right. Oh, okay. Ricks. 609-1235. 1235. Going once, going twice. One, 2, 3, 5. Gone. 609-1254. All right. 609-1274. 1274. You got pictures. Oh. Great job. Dr. Ricks. 609-1242. 1242. 1242. Going once, going twice. 609-1272. Hey! All right. Thank you, Dr. Ricks. All right, give Dr. Ricks a round of applause. Thank you. We appreciate you. All right, what do we have there?
A fun bundle of puzzles from alphabetical letters, numbers, names, as well as books, bilingual books as well.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, and the organization is from Programs for Parents.
Yes, we'll give them a round of applause for Programs for Parents. All right. Let's pull that ticket.
It is 609
1264. 1264. 1264. Congratulations. It's not too heavy? How you feel? Good. You feel good? You gonna read all those books? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now for the fun stuff. Woo! I'm going to enlist the help of Rebecca from the Boys and Girls Club. All right, we have some tablets from Panasonic. Oh, yes. All right, let's pull the first winning ticket. 609-1244. All right, next. 609-1263. 1263. 1263. Mario! The cutie.
I'll bring it to Daddy.
Oh. Okay, she's gonna help you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mario. Next. Everyone's a winner. 609-1253. 1253. Yes. Okay. Yes. $609-1268. 609-1268. Going once, going twice. $609-1245. 1245. 1245. Okay, a lot of people missing out. 609-1246. 1246. No? $609-1256. All right. That's a blessing. Congratulations. Next. 609-1250. Great job. How do you feel? Congratulations.
Go take a picture.
Take a picture? Okay. Congratulations. 609-1233. Congratulations. How are you feeling? You have a new tablet. Feel good?
Yes.
Turn around so you can take a picture. All right. 609-1260. 609-1260. All right. Yay! Thank you. How you feel?
Really good.
All right. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. It's beautiful. Six 609-1240. You better donate that one.
I will donate it to the kids.
All right. You better donate that.
Can the city do it? Thank you so much.
609-1255. Yes, we have two kids. Congratulations. Six 609-1251. Last one. 1251. Congratulations.
What do you say?
Take a picture. Thank you for. Anything else? Okay. Let's open that up and see if we have anything else. Okay. Book bags. What we take these out? Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's give everybody Panasonic, Industrial Bank, Program for Parents, everyone a round of applause. Thank you.
Well, we are not done yet because there is still more fun to be had. So if you go down this hall, there are some literacy games / literacy carnival for the young people and families where they can play games. Parents, you can get tips and tricks of things you can do at home to promote literacy. There's also some little goodie bags too for the kids, and there's still more fun, so I'm gonna pass it over to the boys and girls.
Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca. I'm our director of STEM here at Boys and Girls Club. Currently upstairs in the gym is our robotics showcase and robotics live demo. There is pizza. You can take pizza to go for the kids, and then we also have a lot of goodie bags and candy and some special prizes that are all free. So if you would like to stop by, we would like to invite every single person here to go. If you want to stop by, look at some of the robotics and play with them, and then make your way to a great afternoon. Yes, you're able to go back and forth. So the literacy games to the gym, to the gym, to the literacy games as well. The gym is right up the stairs. So if you keep going up, you'll see a representative up the stairs, and then they'll be able to help you out.
Let's give it up for the Southport Literacy Town Hall. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Remember, we have a literacy carnival and a robotic STEM upstairs, and I just want to also thank all of our partners, and I want to thank Boys and Girls Club of Newark, and I want to thank all the families for coming out and all the partners that came.
My name's Anna Coates. I'm here with the Newark Public Library, and we're talking about 1,000 books before kindergarten. This is system-wide. Any branch you visit in the city of Newark, the public library, any book you read from prenatal to pre-K, you can earn you can earn a prize for every 100 books you read. And if you start reading from birth, that's 1 book a day. You're going to get over 1,000 books before you hit kindergarten. And if you start reading prenatal, you could even read 2,000 books before kindergarten if you're reading 1 book a day.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn it over to Marquand here to talk about what's going on at the Weequahic branch.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Marquand Mutaz. I am the librarian branch manager at the Weequahic branch, Newark, New Jersey. This is our November, upside down. This is our November monthly schedule, a calendar, all right? We have a host of activities that promote and encourage literacy and families coming in for literacy. With a library card, which is this right here, you can get access to books, also e-books and e-magazines, all right? So we want to encourage you to get your library card, all right? Welcome to the Mayor's 5 Ward Literacy Town Hall. It was a wonderful day today. Have a great day.